What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be back testing my strategy, and this is great because one, I get to make sure I'm staying sharp, and I know my strategy really well, and two, you get to learn alongside me how I think about the markets in a really fast-paced environment, which is back testing. As if you're not back testing, you should be doing this at least once a week, even a couple times a week. If you're starting out just now, back testing is a better way to get information about your data. Of course, I'll be using Tradeful. I think it's the best backtesting platform out there. Of course, I do own it, so maybe I'm biased. But honestly, look at this. Come on, this thing looks beautiful. So we're gonna create a session. We'll just test this test YouTube video. We'll start at $100,000 and we'll backtest about a couple weeks. I'll set a month for the backtesting session. And another thing I like to do is I like to backtest my strategy on gold. I hear a lot of good things about people trading gold. A lot of people are like, Antonio, you should be trading gold. Why are you not trading gold? All opportunities. I've traded in the past with options. So I'm curious what you guys think. Should I do another video testing my strategy? Maybe I'm missing out. Maybe gold all along was, I'd be making more money if I'm trading gold. Let me know who trades gold. If you do trade gold, if you recommend it, I'll be really excited. I'm gonna jump into this video pretty quick. Again, we're gonna look for typical confluences, follow the trend, golden pocket, pre-value gaps, confirmations, and all the nice things that we always talk about. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, well, you're gonna learn in today's backtesting session. So first and foremost, we're starting here at midnight. So we're gonna jump to, we'll do an hourly candle, and then we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 a.m. Yeah, and then we'll do one more 30-minute candle. We'll jump to it. The skip feature is one of my favorite features, and then we'll keep this at 1 minute. We'll keep this up here. Of course, as we're just starting out, we'll jump to the daily and check out, we gotta check out what's going on here. So recently we broke new all-time highs about 2 days ago. We're getting a sell-off, but this looks to me, I will still bet on the retracement. Understand that just because we make new all-time highs doesn't mean the market needs to go down, guys. The market can always continue higher and higher. If we are on this daily gap right here, but I would want this retracement more than likely to be all the way to the GP, or at least 308, which is the halfway point, and come tap into this 4-hour above us. So we'll jump to the 4-hour candle. I like this to at least come down to, up there. So if this has been bullish overnight, I will still bet on the bullish side of things. We did not have any SMTs in the pre-market, at least that I saw, or in the larger time frame that I saw. But we'd still here bet on the continuation higher, and it's all about just finding that continuation. We'll let this skip through, kind of like that first 50-minute play out. You can see going straight up. I want to step into a 5-minute. Whoops. That's not what I meant to do. This needs to stay here, and I want us to retrace to a 5-minute. So we have a really small one here. We could use this one for an entry, and the one right below us is a stop loss. I'll mark out both these two. You can find an entry in there. That'd be perfect. There we go. We did tap it. We could just enter off of this. Did we tap it? It's yes, tap the 5-minute gap too. Just let this couple more candles play out right there. We tapped into our zone, which is this for value gaps here as a retest. So we'll just mark it buy. We'll use this as our stop loss. Maybe a tiny bit wide the stop loss, but seems like the range was pretty big on this day. So as long as we size in at 1%, which we can do very easily here, execute by orders, and we can take partial profits on the way up. Let's let this play out. Hopefully we don't take an L on our first trade. It'd be quite embarrassing. We'll take a first partial at a new high of day. So let's see. Come on. A little bit of choppy action. All right, there you go. We'll stop this for a second. We'll move this to break even. Confirm this break even. Oh, why are we moving? I thought I stopped it. I didn't stop it. Okay, we'll close the half, so we're chilling. We'll let this play out fast. Can we get a last TP? Seems like it was a pretty slow day apart from the morning that we saw. When price is so bullish, guys, there's no confirmation to be bearish. Look at this 5 minutes. Nothing said displacement down. Nothing said anything. So you just let it play out. All right, let's do it in the 5 minutes. So just do a little faster. All right, there you go. First day, first W. So now we'll jump to the next New York Open. Nice thing about trade flow, we can just do, or like we're right into this zone that we like to look for short. So we're pretty much in between golden paw again, the 0.5 of the whole move down. I do not want to be long up here. Why? Unless we break and go for a new all-time highs, we have to break above this. But it's really risky for me on a larger time frame to go long into this. So we'll let this the first 50 minutes play out. See kind of where we're gonna go with it. So you see here. See here, kind of fake that move higher, and now we're going down. I did make a slight mistake. This would have been a good opportunity on this 1 minute retest here to go short right at 10 a.m. as well. So we're catching the 10 a.m. reversal macro. Did make a slight mistake not just entering there. It could be a little bit of a riskier trade. It will be the break of the new New York low, which we are breaking with a stop loss. Again, it will be a little bit of a wider stop loss because our entry is a little bit sketchy, but we can come down all the way here. Kind of pretty much where we were yesterday's price. Zoom this out on the 15 as well. Yeah, there's a 15-minute gap there, so this actually be perfect. We have a 15-minute bearish gap above us as well, so we can enter short here. Market order sell. And let's see if we can play this out nicely. All right, there you go. Stop. I didn't stop it. I was too fast. I didn't stop it in time. I was meant to take a TP right here this low. Hopefully this does not bite us in the where. Okay, there you go. Stop it. We got two things we gotta do now. We close half the sell position because we took a partial profit. We can also go to break even on the rest. And now we're riding free. There you go. Missed out on some profits. Potentially this might go all the way to the previous day low. This is a big void right here when you have really big gaps, and you do tend to want to fill those out quite quickly when you're trading. We'll just jump to the next New York session. Since we do want to make a move somewhat kind of fast with this, we don't want to take too much time. Yeah, so we filled that void and we held this up. So let's look on the 1 hour here. This 1 hour gap here that we're holding. I also like to see if we have the bullish GP where it was coming from here. We are again the bullish GP where I don't want to be shorting into now. We don't really want to be shorting into this right now. We would like to long. We do have this big gap from the previous day open, so I probably want to long into this New York session if we get above this. Oh shoot, I made a big mistake. This is not yes on my side. Yeah, okay, not perfect. Did we get an SMT here? It seems like we got an SMT as well here, bullish SMT at this lows right here. So let's jump a little bit into the New York session. Let's just slow this down. We're gonna look for that long if we do break above that. If we close under the GP, then we can look. If we close under this GP, then we can look for a short to a new low, to a new weekly low. It would be. And Q and yes rejecting. Yes, kind of pushing higher, and Q's not falling. Yes, getting a big pop now. Look at that. After the SMT. It was the weaker asset, so it's getting a bigger pop. Come on. Let's move this a little faster. Just don't want to miss if there's an entry. See? Zoom it into the 1 minute here. Let's see. Get it close above. There you go. Let me set up my long tool. Says under next swing low, target up here. Risk 1%. Skip by order. We would target. Yeah, we're targeting. We'll take profits before that as well, but this looks like a fine target so far. Where are you? Okay. We also bounce on this nice 1 minute. It's probably a 2-3 minute for rally gap there as well. All right, there is about. This is about 40. It is. I would take a little profit here. I don't think I'm gonna go to stop loss to break even because it's still pretty close for stop loss. I think this trade has the juice in it to keep going. We'll let it play a little bit more. Yeah, now we'll definitely go to break even. Confirm break even. There you go. Now we'll just simply TP or break even. You in a real case scenario, you might want to trail this up a little bit more, but for purpose of backtest, it seems like we're just going sideways. Wow. I mean, this would be the almost the end of the day. Wow. This afternoon session. Okay, there you go. It's not 1400, 1600 would be the end of the day. Here you could we'll close a little more, honestly, since we are just approaching the end of the day. We'll let this play out till the end of the day. Come on, a little faster. Then it's not want to go anywhere. Let this play until the next day. We'll just let it go. There you go. We just let it go. We would just let it go. So, alright. So next, since we jumped to the next day, I cannot go jump to the next New York session. It's going to take me way too far. So we'll just do a couple 4 hours. So that's 4 hours. That's 6 a.m. We'll do 1, 2, 3. 9:30. Perfect. So 9:30, and then here we'll go back to the 1 minute. Where are you? Yes. Daily, we're almost all the way back to the all-time highs, which could be a target. Oh, it will really depend on Q's. And Q seemed like it was weaker. Could be wrong with that. Yeah, could be wrong. We're super close to the all-time highs. Do we have any? Yeah, we do have a lot of these 4 hour gaps. We also have this big 4 hour inversion here. Reject off of. I think before we go all-time highs, I would like to see a dip, something like this or something like this. You know, like a little. So you want a nice healthy uptrend like here. You see this? Like we got this nice GP retest. I would like to see something similar before we make a new all-time high. So let's see. Let's see how this opening opens up though. Could just pick up and be super bullish off the open. Oh, well, let's jump to here as well. SMT right off the open? No, we didn't make a new high. Send this to the 5. The 5 year, the 2. This seems like a small GP and parabolic gap. Yeah, we rejected a GP, the golden pocket right there. If you know what the golden pocket is, I have a bunch of videos on my YouTube channel you can watch. So if this next 1 minute, if we get it close out of this, like a red candle, over here we're on the 2 minute, but if you see on the 1 minute, if we can reject here, inverse this, I think we go for a new low. We did just keep pushing. We kept pushing, so that's fine as well. We could have taken a quick long, but I was a little fast with it. Did we get any type of SMT there? Yeah, we got a nasty SMT of the new high day. Look at this. Yes, did not. So we're also inversing this. If we get a candle close out of this, we can look for a short, something like this, to a new low day. There it is. Stop loss aligns nicely as I wanted it, just because of where the candle ended up closing, but we can target here. We'll just keep the target there. Take a good amount of profits at the new low day though. Order, sell, market 1%. We'll execute sell order. We'll move 1 candle at a time right now. Are we gonna get stopped down? Yes, it's still selling. Q kind of just chilling there. Seems like we need to close under these gaps here. There you go. So we're gonna close about half here. We're also gonna go to confirm break even. We'll just let the rest ride. Come on. We came that close to our stop loss, our take profit. We're really not gonna hit the last. Yeah, we didn't. Where did that was a break even? That was a little funky. It's basically kind of data thing. It's a little funky there. That should have hit RTP. Whatever, at least we got half off. I don't know if that counted as RTP or not. We could check real quick. Yeah, it seems like it did hit the full TP down there. I think it was just a little bit of a glitch. It was a little second delay or something like that. Let's go back to our session. Let's go back to our session. Oh no, we're still in it. Look at that. I guess it was just a little glitch. There you go. I guess it was just a glitch in the system or whatever. I don't even know. All right, so we're about to be the first week done. So we can jump to the next New York session. We're gonna keep. You kept selling. Then we sold off. We picked back up. It's a lot of sideways action right now. I don't know why. There's a lot of sideways action. So let's zoom out a little bit. Not the 2 hour, I meant to do the 1 hour. We got a big, again guys, look right off that zone that we don't want to be shorting into. We got a big bounce from it. If we got this last hourly gap here, I think if we are able to close above it in New York session and close above all these highs, we're delivering from this 1 hour gap. Did we get any SMTs with yes? The pre-market. I'm gonna close this shit. Let me close that one. I didn't even have that open. Hope you guys can see. Making sure you guys can see. I don't see any SMTs. All right, let's jump back in. It's a little bit far away. But I think that'd probably be the best. Whoa, I jumped way too much. So I need 1 minute here. Okay, we're rejecting that area. This is a Friday, right? So 9:35. Yeah, we'll let this first 50 minutes or so play out. If we do get that close above, here even this 1 minute is all. It would be pretty solid. We're closing above the hourly gap. We've not broken these highs, but we could go straight to break even after this high gets taken out in case it is like just a fake breakout. But because we got that 1 minute retest after a really strong bullish candle and respecting all this bearish order flow here to our left, as you can see right there, we could just go long. The range is not the biggest, so we could just go long. It wouldn't. I think this would be fine. I think this is a good trade. We'll execute that by order. And again, the range is not the biggest, so trade. Let's see. Oh, I remember this day actually, guys. This was a trade. This was literally a trade I take. I'm pretty sure if you're in the channel room, go back and look at Friday, 8th of August. I remember a candle like this happening. Me winning this break in continuation higher. I do remember this. I remember me also taking a profit about 25% when that happened and going straight to break even. I want to say this was an actual trade I took, which is really cool to see. I didn't realize it until I saw this candle, but I remember this moon candle here, us entering, and it was just like the next candle was just like a moon candle. I did not even mean to do that. Like I just realized right now, but it's good to see them. Like my strategy is like really actually what I'm trading, especially some of the trades that I do remember. I remember that day specifically. I don't know why. I think it was just like a cool day or whatever. Let's look how much we missed a big move there, but hey, we're happy with what we caught. We'll jump to another New York session. It was at Sunday. Where is Friday here? Jump to New York session. There you go. Monday now. Now we gotta zoom out to the weekly because it is a new week. It is a new week. New week. My English is cooked. It is cooked. Sitting real close to the all-time highs, but this is a pretty nasty candle. We have no prevention down bottom and top wick, but these all-time highs would feel like probably as like a target for it. Also jump on a daily, strong daily. So we've pretty much been this bearish one was pretty much been kind of wrecked. see this hourly. We did get a bearish. Do we get a bearish SMT? We did not. Okay. We'll zoom in and we'll just kind of. I mean, you will favor the longs here because we're so close to the all-time highs. Like it's right there. Like the all-time highs is like pretty much like right there. I don't think this is the all-time highs, but is it all-time highs? Yeah, it is. So you would favor that move, but like a little bit of this open up. Getting rejected here. This is the top of this gap, right at. Can close above that. There's a quick little move we could scalp up to the all-time highs. It's really choppy open though. Oh, I'm on the hourly. Holy crap. I'm on the hourly there. Okay. This looks a little bit better. We bounce off the 1 minute as well here. Okay, now it's a much bigger move. Okay, now I am starting to see things a little better. I'm starting to see things a little bit better. I do want to check out. Honestly, you would kind of almost have to go break even right here. But I'm not know if I'm gonna go break even. I will probably take profits like a 780, something like that, 785. Keep the stop loss tight right here. Or is it straight stop out? Straight stop out. And now it's gonna go. Seems like a really choppy day. A little bit of a sell. A little bit of a sell there. See, there was another trade to catch there. You get an SMT off of this. Off of this lows right here, look at this. Could even just jump into potential long. First inversion. Honestly, I kind of do like it. Tight stop loss too. Low day and just aim for a new high at least. I'll aim a little bit higher. New high will be where we take most of our profits though. This is another day. Another SMT. Oh, now it's gonna go. Wow. Nah, we have to take this trade again. If I see the same idea, I'd rather enter it twice if I'm getting shaken out versus just missing the trade, which this would have been kind of whack. Are we gonna get a move higher? Brother, wow, this day seems like it was straight booty. And then he goes, maybe had my stop loss. I should probably had it right here, and I think we wouldn't have touched it. It was like a little mistake. I wanted to have it the low day. I had it just like a point a little too high. A little bit frustrating, but I honestly, even in real trading, that is going to happen to you. Alright, well, we finally took our first L day of the little backtest session, which is cool. Alright, so here, again, we're kind of near the all-time high, so the daily I don't really need to check out. Seems like we have some crazy 8:30 news. Could look for potential rejection of this like GP right here, 0.618, 783. There's also this gap here. We do have an easy draw, which would be the news low. If the next candle is red, we could just kind of, yeah, it's also closing under. We have a 1 minute bullish gap right here. Short this right there to that order. Sell. Percent execute sell order. Unfortunate little loss there. But if this, what the hell's up in his back testing session? It's feeling like what's his name? SCT in his prime. You can just hop back into this trade anyway. That is fine. To hop on this, we're gonna we're a little bit of a losing streak, which happens on the back test too. There you go. Holy moly. Do we take some more profits before? I think we just let this play out. I think we set this to break even and let this play out. I don't really want to take profits here. If I was gonna do, I should have done it earlier. Did we take out the news law? Don't really take it out. So there's still a good chance we do. There you go. Might we should. We do have an SMT here. This could be a trade that we take 2 trades on. If ES doesn't take out the SMT here. Yeah, there you go. So get big SMT off the news low, guys. Remember, SMT is more important when you have a 930 news low, anything important, CPI, things like that. We want to close above this candle right there. So we can get this bullish IFVG. And here we just target simply the news high now. Or the high of the day. Okay, can we get 2 W's in a row? 760 can be a TP point, which kind of, we did hit it there. But we'll let it play a little bit longer. Come on. Let this play out just a tiny bit longer. There we go, we take half off there. Set a break even. And then we just let this play out. There it is. So this is actually a beautiful day. Like, you know, when you get news like this, I don't know what I could just look at the calendar. What we had, all impacts height. We had, what did we have? CPI. Maybe you get CPI, you get so much better like price action because you get clear deliveries, targets, you know, everything between. I love trade news. So people tell you, hey, don't trade news. News is not that good. Like, blah, blah, blah. Like, tell them to please shut up. All right, we'll do. How long has this video been? It's been about 27 minutes. We'll do one more day. I think that's enough data. Of course, it's not like any insane amount of data. All right, but don't want to make this video like 2 hours long and then, you know, I don't know who the hell is gonna watch it. So it seems like we broke the all-time highs and we're above the all-time highs, which means I'm not scared to short all-time highs, but sorry, here is 1 minute. I'm not scared of shorting the all-time highs if the situation appears itself, but yeah, so we are actually above the all-time highs on both the assets. On both the assets. Right, and ain't much to, rather than waiting for price action to open and just kind of let it out a little bit. Oh wow. Let that first 15-minute volatility play out. Did we get an SMT here? We did not. We could just take this IFG here, like price was just holding it. Again, this range doesn't look the biggest. Like, you know, if the range is not the biggest, you can take some risks. Take it just a trade like this. IFG, we just made new all-time highs. Sells do work pretty good off the new all-time highs. Unless we get cooked there, which we just did. We could have gotten break even at this new low day. We bounced off the New York low, but it is what it is. So moving fast. We'll just let this play out a little bit. Wow, there it is, bro. What has been going on in this backtesting session? I don't know where to put my PT. It seems like I don't know where to put on my PTs lately during this backtesting session. But, you know, it is what it is. All right, we'll see if we can find another entry. There you go. It's 1 minute entry here. Retesting the New York lows. We got this fair value gap that we can trade off of. We target for at the very least these lows down here. Still high risk reward trade. Following the first thesis. To work on my English as well. 1 minute entry here. Retesting the New York lows. We got this fair value gap that we can trade off of. We target for at the very least these lows down here. Still high risk reward trade. Following the first thesis. Thesis. To work on my English as well. 1 minute entry here. Retesting the New York lows. We got this fair value gap that we can trade off of. We target for at the very least these lows down here. Still high risk reward trade. Following the first thesis. Thesis. Let's write straight to P. Let us write straight to P. There you go. It was fast. It moved quick. We'll see if we missed out on any other gains. We had a good, yeah, we missed out on a little bit of gains, but all these trades you could have also been bigger trades, because you could have had runners. Let the runners run, as the old saying goes. But I think that's it. And, we had 8 trades, 8 wins, 5 losses, but the RR is really good, 1.98. So if you're trading 1R, this was literally 16 wins versus 5 losses. Really solid. Even with a 3-win percent of 61.5%, guys. A couple of the trades were me mistaking my stop loss. Realistically, I think that one of the trades for sure should have been a win. But, sometimes it's just the way the cookie crumbles. It's just the way it goes. When you're backtesting on the platform, you'll mess up a little bit of pieces of data. But overall, still very happy with the results. I reckon you trade this on your own, and this seems about right. And we're ready. That's sit around 65-67% with about 1 to 2 risk reward, which is really, really profitable. Remember, guys, you do not need any crazy 90% win rate 5-hour strategy. All you gotta do is decently solid win rate, decently solid RR, and you do quite well. Now, if you don't work with me, learn strategy like this in depth, make sure you apply for my mentorship to work with me one-on-one and get the scale to $10,000 a month within 90 days. I'll leave it down below at the link so you can book a call, see if you qualify. If not, please subscribe, and I hope you learned something, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.